What's going on, guys? So first things first, I came up here to Grafton Archery. I was planning on shooting this new Bowtech for 2021 and bringing y'all this video, and I just shot the entire video and didn't hit record.
Got him. Now that's a fish.
Man, look at this beautiful turkey.
First morning.
There he is, guys. Oh, damn.
I love this place.
Heck yeah. Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you.
Man, I love doing this stuff so much. I'm so thankful for the life you've blessed me with and the wife you've blessed me with.
So guys, like I said, I just shot this whole video, didn't hit record. So let me go ahead and jump on into what I have already talked about and what y'all need to know on this bow. So specs wise, this bow is 30 inches on the axle to axle, 7-inch brace height. 7-inch brace height is going to be a very forgiving brace height length for a newer bow like this. It seems like the norm now is in that 6 to 6.5 inch range. So the fact that this has a 7-inch brace height tells me that it's going to be a pretty well forgiving bow. And before we jump way too far into it, this is the Solution SS. So this is the smoother draw bow. This is supposed to be dialed in for the smoothest draw that Bowtech has to offer for 2021. So with that being said, I am using the comfort setting mods. You can adjust those to get more speed out of it, but the fact that 99% of the customers that I've talked to and heard these guys talk about up here at Grafton, they want the comfort setting. So that's what we're going to shoot this bow in today. This bow is supposed to IBO at 332. It comes in options from 50 to 70 pounds, and it's adjustable from 25.5 to 31 inches on the draw. So there's a very wide adjustment range on this bow. So for me, I have it set up for 27 inches, and I have it set up at 71.3 pounds. It's actually drawing 27.25, so keep that in mind. Today I'll be shooting a 452 grain Easton Axis match grade. So when we get our speeds, that's what we're going to get the speed test with. This bow I think is in the open country or something like that, Mossy Oak open country, which I'm not a big fan of, or breakup or something. I don't know what it is. It's Mossy Oak something, but I'm not a big fan of the color of the bow. But that's all personal preference, so that's not even part of the review. But the finish is good. That's one thing I can say. You know, you don't see very many Bowtech bows anymore that have a finish issue. If you've been paying attention to my videos, the last couple videos I've done have revolved around my new Mathews V3. And one of the videos that I just did was talking about the adjustments of the top hat system on the Mathews. Well, Bowtech has came out with a design on the ends of these limbs where you can actually adjust your cam left and right with these adjustments here without a bow press. So that seems like that's the way that Bowtech's trying to go. They're trying to go to the super adjustable tunable bow without a bow press for the common guy. So a lot of people don't have bow presses. If you don't, that's something to keep in mind. This bow is adjustable without a bow press. So that's a plus to the Bowtech. So let me move this chrono out of the way a little bit. Let me shoot a few times and let you see what I think. I wish I would have recorded the first video because I was actually, you know, you get to see the first-hand thing, like what do I think about this bow. I will say this, I was surprised. Let's just leave it at that. So, draw this bow back. When you draw this bow, it's super stiff at the beginning, but it is ultra smooth on the way back. As soon as it breaks that stiffness at the front, it is super smooth. The back wall is good, but I will say this, Hoyt and Matthews have caught up to Bowtech on the back wall. Used to, Bowtech was the only ones in the market that had a back wall this smooth and this tight, this rigid. You know, it's got a little bit of a sponge to it, but very, very slight amount. And this bow is quiet. That was what I was so impressed with on this bow. The fact that there's absolutely no hand shock and it is super quiet. Smooth on the draw cycle. There's no drop off on the backside. That's one of the downsides to my Matthews is it does have a little bit of a drop off on the back, like a lope on the back of the cam. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but once you get used to it, it doesn't bother me anymore. It took me a little while because I was so used to shooting Hoyt. But this bow is super smooth into the back wall, but nice stiff back wall, very quiet and no hand shock. So let me move the chrono over here. I've already shot it through the chrono, like I said. I already know what I got on my last 3 shots. Unfortunately, I did not video that, so let's see what we get here. .254. And I'll say this, that's probably why this bow is so quiet and so smooth and has no hand shock, because it is shooting very slow. For me, that's a no-go. So like if I was in the market for another bow this year, this one would not be on my list purely because of the speed. And I hate to say it that way because I know speed's not everything. But the issue is when you have a shorter draw length like me, I'm not shooting a super heavy arrow. A 452 grain arrow is pretty well average, I would say. Maybe a little on the heavier side for some guys, but at 254, this bow is just too slow for me to pick up as a new bow. Don't let that sway your decision because it's not about speed. Speed's not even one of the major deciding factors for a lot of guys. But for me, I like to stay around that 280 feet a second range. That gives me good, you know, level arrow flight. At distance, my arrows don't drop way, way out. And it also allows me to have a tunable bow. A lot of times you get up above 280 and it's kind of hard to tune your broadheads. And I shoot a fixed blade broadhead, so 280 seems to be a really good area to kind of shoot for me. So like I said, this bow is super smooth. It's a little bit stiff on the very beginning of the draw cycle, but it's smooth all the way back. Drops off into a very nice back wall. Super adjustable without a bow press, so that's a plus to this bow. All the Bowtechs now are coming, all the top of the line Bowtechs are coming with this technology that allows you to adjust your cams, adjust your limb pockets. It's very, very adjustable, so that's kind of the way that Bowtech seems to have went in their branding and how they're trying to move that's the way their products are kind of designed now, is to be that super tunable bow without a bow press for the common guy. So I really like this bow. Other than the speed, I was impressed. There was no hand shock and it was very quiet. Draw cycle was super smooth. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, guys. If you're in the market for a new bow, definitely don't write this bow off. Just keep in mind that it is going to be a little bit slower, especially in the comfort setting for you shorter draw guys. Now, if you're a longer draw guy, if you're 29 inches or longer, you definitely need to be checking this bow out, because a lot of times I've noticed these bows speed-wise that have a very adjustable range on one cam seem to suffer at the lower draw lengths. So for you long draw guys, you definitely need to come check this bow out. But anyway, like I said, if you're in the market for a new bow, come check these guys out at Grafton Archery. They'll get you set up with everything you need. They'll answer any questions you have, and they'll let you come up here and shoot these bows. So if you haven't already, guys, please like and subscribe. Go check out the website. Go ahead and get a hat and get a shirt. Please keep supporting our channel if you enjoy the content that we're putting out there. So appreciate you watching, guys. Remember to live your life to the fullest and use your passions to bless others. We'll catch you on the next video.